What's going on, guys? It's Patrick here, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to not a top 10, but today, it's been a while. We are going to be going over a top 5. The top 5 most underrated maps in Call of Duty Zombies. There's some maps that are good, there's some maps that are bad, there's some maps that are overrated, but there are also some maps that really, I just don't think get the credit they deserve. The low-key maps of Call of Duty Zombies. And while some of these maps may not be the greatest maps of all time, I still think that they do deserve some credit. Now, this video is not really brought to you by anything, so I just thought I'd say G Fuel. Link in the description. Anyways though, guys, let's get into it. So coming in at our number 5 spot, ladies and gentlemen, we have Verruckt. Now, I genuinely feel that Verruckt is one of the maps from Zombies Chronicles that has received the biggest benefit and has really come into its own since it got remastered. We had Verruckt originally as the second ever released map in World at War, then it got remastered in Black Ops 1, and then in Chronicles, we got it again. Verruckt is an interesting Zombies map. It's very, very small. Roughly tied with Bus Depot, it's the second smallest map in all of Call of Duty Zombies. But the thing that makes it so interesting is not only is it one of the smallest, it's actually the tightest map in the game. Get your head out of the gutter. What I mean by that is it's very narrow. Every single hallway is tiny. There's barely space for you to get by a zombie in a lot of areas on this map. Now, in the days of World at War, this was one of the most difficult maps ever. The Wunderwaffe hadn't been added to Zombies yet, so basically all you had is like a ray gun, a PPSH, and not even Pack-a-Punch. So basically you can't rely on your guns, and what you have to rely on is your skill and your ability to train. That being said, if you're good with the traps, it's a pretty crazy map because only 24 zombies spawn in, so it's pretty easy if you have the skill to get to a high round. I shouldn't say easy, it's quick. Black Ops 1's version really isn't that much different, but I feel like Zombies Chronicles really made Verruckt stand out as finally a great map. Gobblegum, the Wunderwaffe, and more perks was really what this map needed to make it a great map. And on top of that, it's probably one of the more streamed maps in the Chronicles pack. I mean, it's no Origins, but it definitely gets played more than Shinonuma, even Shangri-La, and maybe like Moon. It's just a crazy challenging map, and for that reason, it's a lot of fun. Number 5. Honestly, this is one of those maps that I just think never gets the love that it truly deserves. I actually streamed 5 not too long ago, and I remember saying in that stream basically something along the lines of like, every single time I play 5, I don't have a lot of expectations going in, and it always manages to be a really, really good time. 5 is one of the hardest maps in Black Ops 1, but for a very odd reason. So training as a solo player on 5 is quite easy. You basically just go around the second floor, the like technology kind of area with all the computers and stuff, and you just train up and kill zombies. It's dead simple. Really, training is not much of an issue on this map. The reason that 5 is so difficult, though, is the fact that there are no good wonder weapons on the map. You've got guns, Pack-a-Punch, a ray gun, and the Winter's Howl. It's a piece of junk. And for that reason, getting into higher rounds, like basically anything beyond 35, becomes very, very tricky. You basically have to use the security scanner little trap that's on the top floor. It's kind of like one of those low-key, not-so-known things, and it's just a long, tedious process. But honestly, it's a great map. It's got one of the best sets of characters ever, a very cool boss. The Pentagon Thief gives you the Bonfire Sale, which is one of the coolest drops ever. Just a great setting, and I feel like 5 does not get the love it deserves. Of all the maps on this list, this is the one I would like to see remastered the most. 5 would just be, it would look amazing, it would feel amazing, Gobblegums would just make it infinitely better. Like if 5 got remastered, it's one of those maps that I would 100% actually go for like 100 rounds, just because I think it's that cool of a map. Number 3, we've got a big classic, okay? It's Buried. Now, I was a little bit hesitant to put Buried on this map because I feel like Buried is overall, at least it's become a loved map of zombies. The thing with Buried, though, is it gets outshone by Mob of the Dead and Origins. You've got these two absolutely iconic maps, some of the greatest in all of Call of Duty Zombies, and then you've got Buried, which is a great map, but I think with Black Ops 2, people were looking for a more like Mob of the Dead Origin style map, and then Buried was this really different thing. And that's what makes it so great. It's so unique, and I feel like there's very few maps that genuinely are as unique as Buried. Honestly, after Origins, we haven't seen a map that's been more innovative. I mean, every single map is as innovative as Origins, but really, every single Black Ops 3 map is just kind of a twist on an Origins-styled map. You've got a long quest with an ending Easter egg. You've got tons of parts, wonder weapons, bosses. It's really all there. But Buried is just this completely different experience where instead of bosses, you have this ally that helps you out, Leroy, and he opens things up for you, and he does all this stuff. And I just feel like Buried is one of the most unique zombies maps to ever be created. It may be super easy, but it's also super fun. And I love Buried, man. I really, really feel like it's a map that's grown on me over the years. It comes in at number 3. All right, moving down to our number 2 spot. We've got a map that I know everyone is going to give me crap on for saying this. It is Nuketown Zombies. Nuketown is one of my favorite maps in all of Zombies. Long ago, I used to hate it, and over the years, it has grown to be one of my favorites. It's so simple, it's so basic, yet it is one of the greatest maps of all time. Okay, maybe not one of the greatest maps of all time, but definitely one of the most underrated. You've got the original 4 perks, Pack-a-Punch, Ray Gun Mark II. Like, I can't think of anything else that makes it very unique. Except for the fact that it's Nuketown. Dude, that is so cool, okay? Nuketown, like the map we've always played in multiplayer, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna make a zombies map out of it. Essentially what I think about Nuketown is it's the purest form of zombies. What zombies originally wanted to be, this form of just randomness and spontaneous, and you're never sure what you're gonna get from the box. It took that idea and basically perfected it. You can't camp, okay? That's the first thing. There's not a single barrier on the entire map, which is the only Treyarch map to feature that. Perks fall from the sky, so you can get Jug on round 3, or you can get Jug on round 20. Some people might not like that, but I think it's an awesome challenge because how many maps in Zombies force the player to go to a high round without relying on Jug? And the thing that's actually so great about Nuketown is you can do it if you're a good enough player. So even though it's one of the most basic maps ever, every single game is different and exciting and unique because you're seeing like what's gonna fall from the sky. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. There are 430 different possibilities of how your perks and the Pack-a-Punch machine can spawn in. That's pretty unique. On top of that, you've got a great offensive weapon, the Mark II, but it's not like super safe. You still have to be good at zombies. You've got the M27, a unique gun. Nuketown is just cool. The other thing I really like about Nuketown, and I often say this to new Zombies players, is if you want to get better at zombies, play Nuketown. It's hard, but not too hard. It makes you good at training. It makes you not rely on Jug, not rely on good guns. It's just the perfection of a basic Zombies map. But anyways, guys, coming in at our number 1 spot on our list of the top 5 most underrated maps, there is one map that just does not get the love it deserves. It's a Black Ops 3 map. It is not Zetsubou. I like Zetsubou, and I actually almost did put it on this list, but I couldn't justify it. But the map that I can justify as being so underrated is Shadows of Evil. Now, there's a huge group of the Zombies community that loves Shadows, and I'm right there with you guys, but I swear that like half of the Zombies community just doesn't even like it. Now, I totally get that. I really do. It's a very big, complex, tedious map, and especially if you're like a new Zombies player that likes the smaller maps, Shadows might not be for you. But the thing with Shadows is it's not meant to be a basic Zombies map. It's meant to be a quest where you go on and you do all this stuff. And it's man, considered by most, Origins might be the greatest Zombies map of all time, but I genuinely think that Shadows is really up there. I've thought about this a lot, and I really think that now, today, Shadows is probably top 5, maybe top 4, even top 3 maps of all time. That's personal, of course. To me, Shadows is exactly like Mob of the Dead, but just done better. It's just this gameplay experience that combines the storyline, and it's just like, it's got this amazing vibe that it just completely encircles and encapsulates the player. You just feel so part of the experience of the Shadow Man and all the monsters, and it's amazing. Shadows of Evil is like a movie. You're not meant to play it every day. You wouldn't watch a movie every day, but when you do play it, it's such a great experience. It's so iconic, and I really think that the Zombies community does not give it enough love. You've mostly got Garad and Horizon, which totally outshine it. I mean, I know a lot of people love Rev, even a lot of people love Zetsubou, but I just think Shadows, I don't know if it's because it was the on-game disc and it got tedious, but it really is a great map when you play it from time to time. Anyways though guys, that is going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Basically, I really just wanted to talk about some maps that I thought were underrated because I was just playing 5 and I was like, this is a great experience. I gotta talk more about this. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and I will see you guys later with another, oh my god, top 5. Peace out, you freaking nerds.